You know, sometimes the most horrifying stories aren't the ones you find in fiction. Nope, they're actually hidden behind the closed doors of an ordinary looking home built on a foundation of secrets and lies. Today, we're going to unpack one of those stories, a really chilling tale of love, deceit, and the ultimate betrayal. We're talking about a case that absolutely shocked a community to its core and unraveled this web of darkness that was hiding in plain sight. This is the story of the Meerut Drum Murder. And the question at the heart of it all is a really unsettling one. How does someone who everyone sees as a loving partner and innocent wife end up conspiring to commit such a gruesome crime against the very person they promised to cherish? To even begin to wrap our heads around how this happened, we've got to look at the people involved. Because this isn't just a story about a crime. It's a story about a carefully constructed facade and the disturbing reality it was hiding. All right, so there are three individuals at the center of this tragedy. First, you've got Muskin Rostagi, the 28-year-old wife. Then there's her husband of 4 years, Saurabh Rajput. And the third person in this deadly triangle, Muskin's lover, Sahil Shukla. And this is where things get really wild. It's like we're looking at two completely different people. On one hand, you have the public image of Muskan, the loving wife, 4 years into her marriage. But behind that mask, a whole other life was unfolding. A dangerous affair that would eventually spiral into a deadly conspiracy. But this double life, it went way beyond just cheating. The affair between Muskan and Sahil hit this terrifying turning point when they decided that the only way for them to be together was to get Saurabh out of the picture permanently. And this wasn't some spontaneous act. This was a chilling, methodical plan. And all that planning, all that darkness, it was all leading up to one specific night. On March 4th, 2025, their dark conspiracy went from just a thought to a horrifying reality. They were ready to set their deadly plan in motion. What's so bone-chilling about this is just how calculated it all was. This wasn't a crime of passion, it was a cold, step-by-step execution. It all started with Muskan drugging her own husband. Once he was completely defenseless, Sahil attacked. And then came the truly gruesome part, trying to erase the crime. They dismembered the body, stuffed the remains in a plastic drum, and then sealed it all up with cement, hoping to bury the evidence forever. Okay, so the murder is done, the evidence is hidden. What's next? Well, this is where the story takes a very modern and very twisted turn. They actually turned to social media to build this elaborate cover-up, creating a completely fake reality for all their friends, family, and, they hoped, the investigators. So right after the murder, immediately, the two of them take off for Himachal Pradesh, a popular tourist spot, to create what they thought would be the perfect alibi. And from there, Muskan started using her dead husband's phone, posting on his social media accounts to create this illusion that he was alive and well, just away on a trip. Can you even imagine the nerve? It's just staggering. While Saurabh's body was literally hidden in a drum back at their home, the message he's on vacation was being broadcast to the whole world from his own phone. It was such a simple, chilling lie designed to buy them some time. But here's the thing about lies, especially lies this big, they never hold up forever. And sure enough, under the pressure of a police investigation, their quote-unquote perfect cover story started to fall apart, and fast. The investigation started turning up some crucial pieces of evidence that just blew the case wide open. Of course, the most damning of all was the plastic drum. Forensics confirmed it was a violent death. But then a search of Sahal's room revealed another really disturbing layer. All these tantra mantra items. This suggested that their bond wasn't just built on an affair, but maybe on some shared belief in dark rituals, perhaps giving them some twisted way to justify what they did. So you see, all those digital breadcrumbs they thought were so clever, the grim physical evidence, the inconsistencies in their stories, it all started to paint a very clear, very horrifying picture for the investigators. The police skillfully just pierced right through that digital facade, exposing the awful truth they had tried so desperately to bury in cement. So once the truth was out, the story really shifts gears. It's no longer just about the crime itself, but about the devastating fallout, the legal consequences for the killers, and the profound impact on a family and a community now trying to grapple with this unthinkable betrayal. From there, the legal system kicked in, and it moved fast. With the cover-up totally shattered, the evidence was just overwhelming. Muskan and Sahil were officially charged with murder and the destruction of evidence, and they were taken into custody to finally face the consequences.
But the fallout from this, it went way, way beyond just the courtroom. This case didn't just shatter one life. It destroyed a family's reputation, leading to social boycotts and shame. The entire community was just left in shock, forced to ask some really tough questions about how fragile trust can be in relationships and the dangerous influence that superstition can have on people.
One report on this case really hit the nail on the head. It concluded that this isn't just a story about a crime, but it's a story about a society where trust can sometimes live in the shadow of deceit. It's a terrifying reminder, isn't it? In an age where it's so easy to create a fake reality online, the Meerut Drum murder really serves as a wake-up call. It forces us to ask, what does a case like this truly teach us about the dark potential hidden inside human relationships and that dangerous place where blind trust and digital deception meet?